Hello there, friends. Thank you so very much for waiting. If you guys are joining us, welcome on, and we're playing some more Pokemon Scarlet today. We just went through and did a couple different classes. We did the midterms, so we are set. We are heading towards the third Titan, which is the worm one. And I had a turkey sandwich on break, and it was really good. Welcome back. Thank you. Thank you, thank you. But yeah, I remember being up here and hunting for... No, not what I wanted. Hunting for shiny... I think I'm sorry, I ate really fast. Hunting for shiny Ghastly, and like, the lighting in this game does not help at all when you're looking for shinies like that. It's hard to tell if it's actually, you know, shiny or if it's just the lighting being wonky. Would you still love me if I was an earthworm? I think I'd love everyone more if they were all earthworms. Oh, you're a ghost, aren't you? That's not gonna work out in our favor then. I did. Welcome on in. Yeah, we got our Mew, we got, there was like a Charizard, a Grimmsnarl, and I think there was something else. Hisu and Zoroark, but that was from getting the DLC, I think. Top of the BRB would be on mobile, but I blame Twitch, so it makes sense. Our BRB, like the overlay I have at the moment, like the blue with the white lines coming down, I really like it. It's probably one of my favorite that we've had. But unfortunately, it actually is very choppy. And I don't know why. It shouldn't be. Hey, you want to buy this? What am I buying? Bought it. My fake out, that is. Now it's battle time. Oh, I see how it is. Hey, Ren, it's going. How are you? You trying to make sure everyone gets it? Yeah, that's very nice of you. Okay, hi. What type are you? Are you normal? You are normal. Okay. I should have swapped Pokemon. But yeah, we still haven't had the people come on by to clean the vent work. So Ollie is still in here. If he starts kicking up a fuss, I'll probably turn off camera so I can make sure he doesn't attack the green screen. I don't think he will, but just on the off chance he starts throwing a fuss. He seems pretty happy last time I saw him in the window. Get rid of Grell for that, I think. Yeah, I thought it was like end of August, early September. I don't want us to go off cam, but I also support Ollie's crimes. Oh, goodness me. 13th needs to get here fast. So for reference, in terms of Ollie's crimes, my boy, likes to climb to the top of the fridge, which he knows is not a place he's meant to be. That's also very close to one of the vents. So, we had something up there to prevent him from going up there, but because they need to be in there, it's now gone, and we also don't trust him not to just, like, crawl his way up there. Nope, I want to catch it. I don't want to kill it. Go. We're all kind of getting into like the 30s. Who's still into Among Us? Pretty much. Rolls to move, the ground is uneven. A sudden jolt from hitting a bump can cause it to explode. Oh, there's a little baby Larvitar. I want one. God, dragonfly. Look at the little bean. It's so small. Let's see if you won't just get in here. Also, low-key shameless self-plug. You guys are all in here, but like, you know, on the off chance you haven't seen yet. Ooh, ow. Hi, that wasn't nice. I uploaded a new one-off video on Neopets of all things, and my recent kind of obsession with it. If you guys want to go check that out, it was uploaded less than an hour ago, and it's only about 5.5 minutes long, but I would really appreciate people if you watch and share it around if you know anyone who might be interested. I can't really put into words why I've been so obsessed recently, but it's been good. Rodinky, hello, welcome back. Alrighty, I need to heal some babies here. That doesn't really work too well. That also doesn't work too well, but it worked better than yours. There we go. No? You can stay in. You know what I didn't do also? I need to look into my Pokemon's moves. I want to give False Swipe to at least Ampharos. I think that's going to be a good move. And I need a new ground type move for our Clodsire because it's been using Mud Slap for like forever. And I feel like there must be something better. Pointy tip of its trunk, it carves off chunks of hard rocks to eat. It's very docile and helps people with physical labor. Yep, we got a Clodsire. It's been pretty good so far. I'm still not massive on the Pokemon type, but like, it's been fun to use. Let's take a look-see here. I'm sorry if this bothers anyone. I have really not been in here. Actually, can I sort by... No? Okay, I was hoping to sort by type, but that's cool. No, I don't really have... Did he give me the ability to make... Oh no, there it is. Why can none of my team learn False Swipe? Excuse me? Someone better be able to evolve to learn False Swipe, I swear, that's not nice. That's awful. Yeah, I've not learned any other ground type moves. There must be something better. Okay. I have not done this in a very long time. Ground, Mud Slap, Bulldoze, and Mud Shot. I'm missing Mudbray Mud and Sandy Gas Sand. I'm hoping we can find some more of those here then. Oh wait, did that just say I could exchange materials? Oh no, I could hand them. Okay, no. Cool. Yeah, I thought the crafting TM thing was gonna be a bit, I don't know, like I thought I'd actually use it, but I really didn't bother. Is it Earthquake? Oh my goodness, okay, and I'm assuming Earthquake's gonna be like a long time away then. So. Hello, gently? Gentle. Oh, okay, yep. 48, yeah, so I'm gonna try to learn Bulldoze, I think, in the meantime then. I just need to get the materials. And like, I could go back and I know where to find Sandygast and Mudbray, but I don't know if I really want to go back. Right now, at least. Actually, wait. Do you get them from defeating it? Or is it like, I remember getting them obviously from like, the raids, but it's called Scarlet, the color theme. Yeah, it's very orange. It's funny, you can tell they were kind of like, orange and violet doesn't sound as good. Gent, oh my goodness, that almost knocked out even more than the last one. You get by defeating them. Okay, good, good. So we can go back and maybe just like beat up some sandcastles and some baby ponies. As bad as that sounds. You're right, that's the benefit. Yeah, I rarely do that, as you've probably noticed, so thank you for the reminder. Oh, we evolving already? Okay, so now that it's Primeape, I think I can start doing the other thing. It just needs a certain move, right? A certain punch. It's wildly furious if it even senses someone looking at it. It chases anyone that meets its glare. Now you want to hunt for the black sand. Okay, so you're not learning that move yet, but that's okay. Doug Trio. Hi. Oh, I did the... Oopsies. Ow, ow. Okay, that is the move I'm trying to learn, though. At some point. I guess I'll just do that again. Because I can tell how much it's going to do. Nope. Okay. Something about the Voltorb just rolling by in the background. Is like really sleepy today. Yeah, Ollie seems kind of dozy too. I think that's the only reason why he's not like freaked out like he's locked in here all day. Okay. You know what? Let's see here. So we saw Sandy Gas here earlier. I don't remember where I was seeing Mudbrays. I think it was around here somewhere. Can I see its regions? Sorry for the noise. I passed already? I passed it somewhere in there. Can I not just search? Hey, Super Saiyan, how's your day treating you today? Oh, there it is. Habitat. Okay, I should be able to find it. Oh yeah, question of the day. Do you have any games that you want to try? Haven't gotten around to it yet. I have like a laundry list of them at this point. Pardon the gym yesterday. Now I can barely scratch my own nose. Oh no. Ace Attorney, that's a good one. Ace Attorney's awesome, but I'm also biased for it, so. You forgot that that one was a global one. Breath of the Wild in any Pokemon game really, purely for the reason I don't have the time or money for it. Fair. And especially, like, Pokemon games, you can get through them decently quickly if you put your mind to it, but, Breath of the Wild is a big time sink. Where are my sandcastles? There's my sandcastle. Here we go. I think I only needed one, but... Oh god. Where did you come from? So Leighton, a friend of mine, got me into the fandom like 2 or 3 days before the announcement of the new game happened. That's perfect timing. How funny is that? I'd like to jump into Professor Layton too. I just don't have a mind for puzzles in any way, shape, or form. I pressed the wrong R. Oh, okay. Okay, that's definitely more than enough. And, Mudbray. I saw you could get it, like, along the wall here. Actually, now that I'm looking at that, though, that might not actually work out in my favor. I'm gonna go... Don't like says they're walking on 2 legs. Where was it again? Go. So maybe I think RCS or Sword or Shield is higher up on your list right now. Did I hear Professor Layton? You did indeed. I know I've obviously seen one because I've caught it, but where did I catch it from? Oh, okay. So up here, maybe? Also, speaking of, I know you said Xenomorph, but Xenoblade Chronicles, all of them are on that list for me, and it's the same thing. I have 2 out of the 3 I have done for many, many years, and one day I will play them. But I also know that they are massive investments in time. It's like, I just don't think I'm ready for that right now. Unapologetic crush on Lade himself. It's not even funny. I love that. Go. Okay, maybe one more and then we can go. Okay, come here. Stop trying to fight your brother in. Since 2008. They're my favorite games, so the original trilogy so many times. Yeah, I've started Xenoblade Chronicles 1. Oh god. Sorry. Multiple times over the years, and it's like I will get a decent way in and then I'll lose focus on it, something else will pop up. And then, you know, just one of those things. It's like Persona 5 for me. I know that I'm going to enjoy it. I just need to sit down and one day it will happen. Was your life goal and still is. Okay. Let's get Bulldoze. Also, that was concerning. I realized I didn't even look over to check that Rosie could learn it, but she can. We're good. Shin Megami Tensei. Most Final Fantasies, yeah. I'd like to sit down and finish Final Fantasy 12. I got actually a very decent way into it, but I don't know. I have a thing where if something kind of bad happens while I'm doing something, whether it's listening to a song or playing a game, I will always associate, and it really put me off 12. I have not touched it since. Alrighty. I am feeling a little bit more prepared for this area, I think. I think that's the first time I've really like bothered using that machine as well. That was actually kind of fun. I have Tales of games. I have a hard time starting or finishing them. Same. Tales of is another one. I own a handful of them. Just have for a couple years. I know Rosie has been playing. I think she's been playing Symphonia again. I'm trying to Broken Husk of a Man TM. Story Seasons of Rune Factory. The list grows. I know that feeling. Have I caught a Meowth yet? I feel like I did in the original route. We're supposed to be having bad weather today, but it actually doesn't look all that bad. Okay, fighting type. We're good against ice, rock, dark, and steel, right? Are you rock? You look like you're probably rock. You avoided my attack, though. I've never seen that thing before, no. It's kind of an interesting one. Okay. Have I caught you? Just to make sure. And steel. Yeah. According to my list here, at least. I have not caught you, so I'm glad I checked. I need more exclusive to do Sword and Violet. Actually, yeah, what are my exclusives in this game other than... I have no idea what the exclusives are other than the Paradox ones at the end. I didn't really care which one I went for Scarlet and Violet, so... I'm glad I went for Violet first, mind you, but the exclusives never make a difference to me, because I know I can always just borrow from Mike. Okay. It's like a big horde of elephants on this ramp. I've caught all those babies. Driftloon, Larvitar. I've seen both of those recently. I didn't know they were exclusives. Okay, so flying, water. Stonejourner, Dino, and... Dino instead of Dreepy, Skrelp instead of Clauncher, and Stunky instead of Gulpin. Okay. And Stonejourner instead of Ice... Oh, I like Ice Q a lot, though. Oh, that makes me kind of sad. It's okay, though. That's a Stitch. Pokemon is kooky. It's very interesting, isn't it? I don't know if it's better or worse than, like, the full-on cosplay the Pokefans used to have in, like, Fire Red Leaf Green. That Charizard, man, I remember them most from, like, Mount Moon. I think it might be the first place you encounter one, and I was just like, oh, that's a thing. Okay, this isn't a very good matchup for me, but I just want to catch you. Okay, stop hitting it. No. No, no more. Jeez. I think we've hit 100 Pokemon now too, which means I have to remember to go back to the professor at some point. Maybe I'll do that when we reach our next Pokemon Center, just so that I don't have to run all the way back again. Am I going the right way? Yes I am. Got exactly as low of HP as I can get it, pretty much. He's like, I got you. Yo, Crystal. So somewhere in one of the mines that are around here, we should find the lurking Steel Titan. Rumor has it that the thing's staggeringly huge and real long. Oh. Not only do we get a tater, we get a rainbow tater. Thank you so very much for that. I appreciate it. You think a Pokemon like that would be easy to spot? I wonder how it stays hidden. Maybe it's super fast. If that's the case, riding that Pokemon of yours might help you catch up. Oh, I remember this. I remember. I feel like I chose the right Pokemon to be out in front for this area for the most part. Oh, that was Oliver the worker, by the way. That's my Ollie boy. Why are there so many buff men and women? We're here for it. Oh. Jeez. Don't do that. So, friends, because I can't really remember, I get a lot of the gameplay elements, I think, from this game confused with Arceus. If I happen to see a shiny and I save, and then I reload in, will that shiny still be there? Or is it one of those things where it'll be gone? Put his little face into his tongue, has gone full shrimp. Oh, I love the shrimp pose. I call Ollie a little croissant or a little roll when he does that. A little donut. But he also tucks in his little feet too, because he uses them as a pillow often. Okay, let's keep going. I'm pretty sure I've already found Growlithe. I think I've caught all these babies actually, including you, I think. God, for there to be nothing here, this area is super laggy. Oh my gosh, I saw something amazing. Wanna know what it was? Oh, apparently it's snowing now. Saw an amazing Pokemon right there. You're not gonna tell me which one it was? Just, no? Okay. That's cool. Okay, let's see here. Yeah, I'm just kind of, no, I'm gonna go down here. There might be stuff. Goodies. She might. Am I gonna go back? At the moment, probably not. Oh, there's like nothing. Oh, wait, is this eventually where we fight it? That explains that. Let's see. Will you actually talk to me? Huge Pokemon like one of those big towers in Levincia came right out of the ground. It looks like the giant Diglett statues they have in some other region. Giant Diglett statues? What region is she referring to? Is that Galar? Yeah, she saw the Titan. Clearly I need to play Sword and Shield more because I don't remember that. I forgot about your face. Oh, wrong button. Hi. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, there's a ramp up there? Okay, well I took a fancy route, so. Oh. There is a doggo now. There is indeed. Someone redeemed a rainbow teeter. I almost wanted one of these on my team, by the way, because look at that face. Not my face. That face. I want one. You're just a sweet bean. Look at you. Oh, sweet bean, be nice. Worm goes, it's pretty much like the Sword and Shield, no, Sun and Moon characters. Let me see here. Steel doesn't like fire. Is this thing part ground too, though? Or is it just steel? It doesn't like fighting, obviously. It doesn't like ground. Let's see. Oh! Oh, good to know. Don't do that. Do not. So it was Orthworm. 10 out of 10 Pokemon name. It is. If it has Ground Eater, so I don't know if that necessarily means it is part ground. If it is, I don't know if this is gonna do anything to it. Might just have to heal up my baby again. Ow. Will this do anything to you? Oh, there we go. Okay. Good. Pure steel. Yeah, I think I remember last time being a bit confused because I just assumed it was also ground. That makes sense. And down, well, I mean, not quite down, but it's like I got places to be. Excuse me. Oh, do I have to like revive it first? That's annoying. This thing kill off my party three freaking times. Okay, well at least now I know we can use Random Ape and Talondell and we'll be good. Can I follow you in there? I can. It's like playing whack-a-mole, but warm. Does your team enough know any fighting moves? I think it might? Or it did? Boop. So you managed to pin down the Titan? Oh, I'm back? Tater, what are you doing, bud? He's like, I'm not done yet. Oh, no, Tater. Tater. There we go. Yeah, I was thinking we can probably stick with our Fireburb and our Fighty Monkey, I guess is what Primate is supposed to be. Or Ape. That's the Lurking Steel Titan. It's, well, it sure is long. I think our little friend might be even feistier now after eating those herbs. We're gonna need to do this together. Alright, let's do it. Wanna see Colin D's in chat? Look at that face. Oh, wait, can I terrestrialize maybe? Be a little fancy? Doesn't matter how big an opponent is, victory's gonna taste so good seasoned by my Toad School. Oh, he has a little walkie Pokemon. Yeah, Blood Shower is same. It's a little emotional. I enjoyed it though. The gameplay is a bit of a mess. It's a bit laggy, it's a bit glitchy, but the story is there. Yeah, that was good. Yeah, try that one more time. Let's see. The Pokemon had to go so hard. It's great, though. I love it. I hope that they continue doing, you know, more. Because, like, I remember the story of Sword and Shield, but, like, it just was, you know? I didn't really care overly one way or another for, like, Leon or Hop or any of them. Oh no, I cried during Bye Bye Butterfree. As a kid and as an adult. We did it, Crystal. Way to go, little buddy. So you got a good look at its face, though. I didn't expect a Titan to be such a little cutie. He is a cutie. That's why I want him. Hop annoys the hell out of you. Yeah, Chairman Rose, you could like see that coming from like a mile away. If we go in there, we'll find more of that Herba Mystica I ate before. Let's go find it before that thing can regroup. And like, I know Pokemon was kind of going in that direction with like a little bit more of a darker story with the, I think the original Sun and Moon. And then they kind of toned it down with Ultra from what I remember. I'm sure there's some here too. Aha. I knew it. I spy Herba Mystica. Just on pause, they have really hit some. I loved every second. Because again, you know, I'm not too fussed about spoilers because we have played through this before. But just so you know, if you haven't, we're talking story stuff here a little bit. From the first time we saw, I was talking about this the other day. From the first time we saw the professor, it doesn't matter which version, over the like TV in Clavel's room for the director's office, I was like, I see you, there's something weird here. And I loved it. I loved it so much. This Moon was a fantastic film. Ultra Sun and Moon annoyed me how they just ruined it. They did. They really did. Alright, we got that salt for when we play Splatoon or when random plays Mario Kart. Apparently salty Herba Mystica helps with aching hands and feet, good for neuropathy and numbness. Oh, sorry. When you got muscle weakness, it supposedly builds up strength again. This will definitely help Mabosta feel even better. Come on, Crystal, let's get some food going. I don't know why he makes wonk noises when he cooks, but okay. Sorry to keep you waiting. Here you go, another of your favorite old Arvin sandwiches. That comes with a special Titan badge. Pokemon League might not recognize it, but I hope you'll appreciate it all the same. he's doing the salt thing. Oh god. So right after I was born, 99. End of Ash gently made you ball, yeah. Figured this might happen, don't worry. I made extra this time for that brood of yours. You want a Sammich? He's like, can I have some of that? Pretty much so, like I've had big dogs. If they want your food, they're gonna muscle in on it. Oh, you're just a big puppy. Come on out, my bow stiff. Got some for you too, bud. Oh, there's just a big puppy too. Oh. I can attest to that. That's it. Small bites, small bites. Koraidon will now be able to jump higher, yay! Come on, at least bother to taste it before you swallow it right down, would you? Sprite seems to be benefiting from the herbs too, I guess, in its own sort of way. Bear likes to shove his face in the fridge every time I open it. Ollie does the same. He never wants anything, he's just being nosy. Halfway with Lisa means behavior. She's affected by... only to just completely veer off course. Supposed to be a lovely woman, not influenced like that. Yeah. Before I forget, Crystal, take another look at this. There's always a Titan Pokemon near the Herba Mystica when we find them, right? Like the book says, it's not like big old Pokemon just happen to like these herbs. It's actually something in the herbs that's making the Titans so big and strong. So does that mean a Titan's lair isn't really some kind of treasure hoard or whatever? It's just a pantry where the Titan keeps its food? Oh, you done with your sandwich? I would kill for you. You are so cute. You heard that right, Crystal? My bow stiff just woofed, right? Yes, it did the woof. Actually, with a dog that big, it might be a boof. Right? I'm not imagining things. Oh. See that? I knew I wasn't just hearing things. Oh, my bow stiff, who's my best bud, huh? Who's the best of boys? It's been so long since I heard that woof. My bow stiff is definitely getting better. Ever since I teamed up with you, good things keep happening. We've got 2 more herbs to go. Hope you'll stick it out till we're done. Oof. Oh. Barry knows the ham/cheese lives in the fridge. Oh, so he wants that. But yeah, no. Arven's and the Titans went from my least interested portion of this game. I wasn't too interested. I'm like Team Star, and the gyms are obviously so much cooler. And then I started and I'm like, oh, this is my favorite. I just want to do Titans. Hello, Crystal. This is Sada. I detect that Koraidon has regained more of its original power. So, I thought about this yesterday. I didn't really say anything, and this is just me thinking ahead here. When my Koraidon from Violet, it's more of like an electrical looking beast, more like machine than creature. The professor being like, oh, I detect that you have upgraded it again or whatever, right? I feel like that made sense. Somehow, like in my mind, I'm like, yeah, okay. But for some reason this, where it's very much not a machine, it just stands out even more to me. It's like, yeah, how did you detect this? There's definitely reasoning, but riding upon it seems it can now jump higher if you press and hold the B button. Press and hold the B button, now be able to jump higher than before. Let's continue to take good care of Koraidon. Also, hydrate, thank you. That was fun, that wasn't too bad. On the Violet side, yeah. Tracker or something in the ride-ons for monitoring vitals. Like, for some reason, I guess I can just see that better with the mechanical one, whereas the actual, you know, beast one, that just sticks out. Listening through the Rotom phone, that could work too. Okay, let's see here. How do I get out? So I think what I'm gonna do here, we don't really need to be here. Well, we're gonna be here soon. I'm gonna get to this place so that I can hit the Pokemon Center there and be able to fast travel back. We're not doing that Team Starbase until we finish the water gym, which is actually our next stop. That's a around this game. They're too well groomed for their own good. They're both far too attractive. The amount of bi confusion they gave everyone by making the two by making the two professors the way they did is not fair. Look at you! Look at your little face. I love you. Okay, don't knock it out though. Just gently kick it. Okay, never mind. Go to Arvin. There's so many times when people talk shit to Arvin only to immediately start crying, claiming him as their best friend when they meet Mavostiff. It makes a world of difference that there's a puppy involved. No. Yeah, I wasn't even big on Arvin at the beginning. You thought he was gonna be a bad guy in the storyline, not gonna lie. I could see why you might think that. Ow. Okay. Listen. Get in and stay in. Let me love you. There we go. Thank you for letting me love you. I'm gonna go up alone. Bitter about because he had to learn how to take care of himself. Yeah, no, absolutely. It's an interesting story. I think they did really well with it. Skip the ball just to flatten the monkey one last time. Pretty much true, though. Four more levels. Oh, until it learns the move we're looking for? Good to know, thank you. I'm actually... I just remember what we're evolving it into. It's going to be an interesting one. I know Mike loved it on his team, but also I don't like the noise it makes, so... Okay, I just want to catch you. Okay, that did less than I was hoping it would. Ow. Okay, gently kick. Oh, that's actually pretty good. Kill him. Oh, yeah, you're lucky. I almost used that Pokemon on my team, too. Like Electric Bird. Do so much Dragon Ball Z. Favorite compilation of my stream is reacting to Giratina's second. Oh god, in Arceus, yeah. See, that's actually one I have to be very honest. It's one thing putting me off from starting Arceus again is remembering those final couple fights. Oh. Yeah, why not? I seem to remember trying to catch, like, the teacup Pokemon around here. I don't remember if we had an outbreak or if I was trying to do something specific, but... Oh, wow, we can jump really high now, jeez. Torkoal. I love the way it's cloud looks when you're far away from it, because it's the low, like, poly model they use instead. That involves elements of Legends. Actually smart up finding out about that whole fight before actually starting the quest line. You over-prepared for it. I would too. It's the sort of thing where if I knew ahead of time, I would have been like, yep, gotta get ready. Actually, I won't say too much about this because we haven't streamed it yet. But that was me when Affection gave me a heads up for a certain thing towards the end of Tears of the Kingdom. It was suddenly, oh crap, okay. Let me do XYZ to prepare. Which, by the way, well, I was gonna say we're definitely gonna be streaming Tears of the Kingdom after we finish Pokemon and the DLC. But Sandrock might be fully out by then, and it's like, oh, I don't know. We'll have to see how we're doing. Haven't got Tears of the Kingdom yet, because it's like 70 bucks. Okay, I'm very biased, but I will say I think it's very worth the price. So I hope one day you get the chance to enjoy it. But yeah, games are expensive. Very, very, very expensive, so I get it. Whoop. I plan this to get to choose in between games. It's really, honestly, it's Pokemon that messed up my plan, because it was going to be, sorry, I'm blanking. Hello? There's a gimme ghoul that I cannot reach. It was going to be Tears of the Kingdom, and then Sandrock, and then assuming that the DLC for this game was going to be November, which is what I was guessing, it was going to be this afterwards. Hi Aiden, how are you doing today? First off, I haven't played Day 1 in years. I think Breath of the Wild was actually my first Day 1 Zelda, and the only reason was because it was a launch title for the Switch, and it shares a birthday with me and the Switch. Otherwise, I don't think I've ever actually gotten a Zelda Day 1. Why are there invisible walls there? I don't know. It looks like I should have been able to go under. $35, it's gonna be a while for me to get Tears of the Kingdom. Yeah, when it goes on a sale. It's a good idea. Actually, speaking of Tears of the Kingdom, I'm using the Pro controller for it right now, which is beautiful and I love it to pieces. I'm a little bit nervous that it has a drift. I guess it would be no, down. Because whenever I'm not even touching it right now and you can see the camera shifting a little bit. I don't know if that's just how this game works. But I'm not touching anything and it's slowly going up. Do you see that? Trying to take me down with it. Oh, I'm sorry about that. That sucks. Take it easy. Do what you gotta do to make yourself feel good. Also, still haven't played through Breath of the Wild. Is that on your list also? Yeah. My one thing is always, if you haven't already and you plan to, definitely play Breath of the Wild before Tears of the Kingdom. Not just for story stuff, but like it's gonna be hard to go back. Tears of the Kingdom is very good. Is it hockey? Welcome on in. How are you doing today? Do you want me to call you something else? Let me know. Okay, I think I've caught pretty much everything out here so far. Seems rough and rugged. Places like this attract a lot of hardy Pokemon, huh? And beer hockey is fine? Awesome. Welcome in. I have to admit, that is not the Pokemon I thought this guy was gonna send out. You know what? We haven't seen Jacob in a while. No, I'll stay out. Thank you for the follow. I appreciate that. Oh, and it just stops raining in time for our battle. Rip over Quill. Alrighty, so I just wanted to make it here. We're not actually really stopping in here quite yet, but I want to get here so I don't have to wander. Oh, hi! I don't have to wander through the desert again. Mr. absolutely carried you through the final battles. Okay, I don't want to knock you cuties out. If I can avoid it. Those birds back there, I know that we caught green ones earlier. Are there different colors for different areas in Paldea? Yeah, okay. Those Pokemon always make me nervous. I'm like, is that a shiny? I don't think it'd be a group of them, mind you. Oh, better question. Are those like the different little sushi fish Pokemon where the different colors have different shinies? Or are they all the same shiny? Yes, oh gosh. They make me so anxious. I have to like think about it. Hard shiny hunts. Yeah. The Tandem Mouse just casually silent evolves when you're not paying attention. Just casually introduces you to their new children. I know, it's the funniest thing. It's such a cool concept. Did you manage to find one of the shiny versions? Okay, so I just want to get here so we can fast travel back later. Oopsies. But our next stop is actually on the other side of the map. We are going to the water gym, which we did go up to this Pokemon Center, but we turned around when we got to it. Orange just goes to darker brown on top, yellow becomes orange, the pink becomes white. When, like, one of them become a color that the other ones already are, like, that's just the worst. Okay, let's take a little look-see around here. Got anything interesting? Saw brown in the corner of my eye and it was a shiny, so I was lucky I saw it at the last second. God, even the stores take forever to load. No, I actually already like my backpack. Granny in the street is lagging. It's really bad when just the towns are lagging. This music. I remember mentioning this in my first playthrough, but this is 110% Persona music. Oh, so there's the style of hat I'm looking for, but they don't have the rainbow one here, I don't think. Oh. I got like bucket hats, not really my style. Yeah, I think Pepper was saying yesterday it's in Larry's town. I think that's the right one. There we go. I might actually do a little bit of changing here. Oh, wrong button. So the outfit we're currently wearing is one of the, like, new DLC ones. Someone's wallpaper from the 70s made into a suit. I don't know if I like any of these any better than I like these ones. The Violet got the better uniforms. Do you like the new winter one? I don't know. I don't know. I guess it is better than the orange pants. Lacrosse themed. You know, maybe it's the tights that's getting me. Oh, I don't know if that's much better. Oh god. Nope. I just don't like what they've done here. Just keep my sneakers on. You like the new spring one? Okay. Try that. Driving my legs exposed for a bit. I got my glasses, so we're good there. Dining. Low-key sandstorm. Sword and Shield did clothing much better. I remember some people being like, oh, you know, I like X and Y or Sun and Moon's better, but I think Sword and Shield, personally. I think I was just happy because I found my black hoodie. And it's like, that's my go-to in the winter. That is my outfit. God, it's so laggy. I really, like, with all the bad, not publicity, but like the people being like, nah, I don't like this around the uniforms, I can't see them doing a school thing again. If they do, we know that they're very out of touch. Oh, okay, so we have the different type cases here. That's cool. Oh, Flabebe, Magnemite. Someone had that phone case. Or someone had something similar to— oh, I'm sorry, you guys can't even see. That one. I can't remember. It may have been, Electric Gym Leader. Iono. I still have custom character, wild proportions, whatever you want. I guess the rocket pop phone case. It would be nice, actually, kind of in the same vein, Blood Shower. I kind of like not being a kid always in Pokemon. I kind of wish you could choose, you know, your age and stuff. I mean, maybe that might kind of take away from the, oh, you're 10 and you're heading out on your first Pokemon journey thing a bit, but... oh, I got them striped socks. Oh, those are cute. I might go with these, they're cute. Colorful? Are these rainbow socks? It's a rainbow sock. Oh, no, wait. Rainbow sock? No. It's like the closest we're gonna get. I'm 23, I deserve to go on new adventures, right? Oh, maybe we'll go for black tights here. There we go. Make it like Call you, where you can wear what you want. Of adults in the anime who never did the wacky 10-year-old adventure too. It's true, yeah, there's a lot of people who didn't go out. I remember this place really vaguely. Old enough to drink a beer with my Charizard and get so hammered we burn down Cerulean. Please don't burn down Cerulean. Please refrain from doing that. There's one of the things back here. I might actually leave these until later, even though I can obviously grab it right now. Just so that, like, I can keep track of what we've already got. I make no promises, we'd be drunk. Come on, romance the gym leaders, please, Game Freak, I'm begging. Okay, okay, but like, I'm just, again, I will pose my greatest dream, which is a Pokemon farming sim. And you can raise your Wooloos and your Miltanks, but then there's like the cute gym leader in town, or like people who pass by on their journey or whatever. Just saying. Hit me up, Game Freak, we could do it. That we can know it's my evil disguise. And there he goes. Ah, Kofu, wait. I got away. How am I supposed to return this to him now? Oh, hey, you're here as a gym challenger, right? Yep. I knew it, of course you are. That big man that just left is Kofu, leader of the Cascarafa? I think it was, gym? It's a bit of a childlike side to him, and today he's run off to the market without his wallet. He'll be in big trouble without it. That's where you come in, kind gym challenger. Would you please take Kofu's wallet to him? I've just met you, and this is crazy, but take my boss's wallet, please. If you could grow grass-type Pokemon like Ooblets, yep. That's the way. Just please. I want it so bad. 21st century, trust the mental past. Like, it's fine, they'll survive and be absolutely fine. I mean, why not an adult? I feel like there must have been some good reasoning. his wallet is a little Venonat. I don't think I noticed that before. That's so cute. This can be your gym test here. If you do this for me, you pass. Kofu's headed to Porto Marinada. It's on the other side of the desert to the west. Be careful though, there are many dangerous Pokemon in the desert. Options were Poke Center Nurse, Villain Team Grunt, Gym Leader, and Pokemon Breeder. No one picked Pokemon Breeder? I know that we're like, I know the joke right now is like during, you know, directs and stuff. It's like, oh, another farming sim. But like, there was no farming sims for so long other than like Harvest Moon. So I am here for the farming sim, like, you know, takeover. Crossbreed Pokemon and Pokemon Farm Sim to make illicit substances and become a crime lord. Want to join Team Rocket? Let's live our cozy lives. Oh man, my getting some wisdom teeth pain on the opposite side of my face now. Fun. Bear with me. Had an awkward tickle in my throat. I'm sorry about that. Are we about to fight your teeth? Yes, please. Just come yank them for me because I'm scared to do it myself. Spooky forest with ghost-type Pokemon growing vegetables, baking delicious treats for brave visitors. Yep. Heck, make it a mobile game. I don't even care. Just give it something. Doesn't even have to be a mainline. Okay. Let's see here. Right. So there is the Titan here, but that Titan is going to be like a couple stops away for us, even though we're passing right by it. Old Pokemon games make me mourn the loss of Pokemon Rumble. I have been very, very much enjoying Pokemon Sleep. More than I thought I would. It's actually super cute. 2 whole decades. About 20 years of studies at the Academy under my belt. Their service for the last 2 months of that being up. So surprised there's not a standalone Chow Garden game. From the outside, and this is someone who doesn't follow Sonic at all, it just kind of seems like they don't really care about what Sonic fans actually want. Why haven't you graduated yet? Asking the real questions. All you have is a useless fish. It was looking decent. I think after stream today I might pop over to the grocery store. I'm out of Coke Zero and that's just like not allowed. He has a second Mon Redemption? Let's see. That one's Steel, right? Nope, no redemption, or nope, he's not Steel. Oh dear. You look Steel. Yeah, you're Steel. No redemption arc. Steel Dark. $20 years for this? Yeah. Yeah, I'm sorry, friend. Actually, I'm not, but like, you know. Wait. Wait, I'm sorry to interrupt your regularly scheduled programming. Please tell me I still have it. Oh, it might be gone. I might have deleted it. Hi, welcome to my Switch pictures, by the way. Did I delete it? Oh, no, this is the, like, the first couple days of ACNH. Wait a minute. We might be in luck. I'm sorry. Oh, there's a lot of pictures. Bear with. We'll get there eventually. Beating Emerald and Ruby. Not the 2020 pick album. And then here's us playing Pokemon again. They gave me access to camera filters. No, I got rid of it. What? Where's my Pokemon Snap pictures? Oh, this is from the last time we played Scarlet, or actually we played Violet. Anyway, I have a really cute picture of Cacnea from, I mean, it's a funny picture of Cacnea in Pokemon Snap where it was like flying. And I don't know, I gave it goofy eyes and it was... Would that be on my other Switch? When did Pokemon Snap come out? I feel like it was during pandemic because I got it digitally. And I wouldn't have otherwise. If it was 2021, it would definitely be on the Switch. The other Switch has, it's like pre-2020. Actually, it's pre-March 2020. Yeah, June 2020. It should be on here. I probably got rid of it, but that makes me really sad. It was such a good picture. No, wait, announced in 2020, so April 2021. No, it would definitely be on the Switch then. Either way, if you go back and look at my Pokemon Snap playlist, one of the thumbnails is probably that Cacnea. This thing won't stop avoiding my attacks, by the way. It's very rude. Great screenshot from Shield Eyes. Can't be my Grimmsnarl just staring off to the distance like, man. I always love getting those great pictures. Oops. That didn't go well. Give us more Snap Pokemon. They could have done so much with Pokemon Snap. They could have done like DLCs where it's different regions and so much. So much potential. Oh. Oh, okay. Whoopsies. That was an accident. Snap can cause motion sickness in some people. Yeah, because you're kind of on like a mover ride and it's not you controlling it yourself, I guess. Having a Mulan moment. Okay, let's do this. At some point, maybe we can go through my Switch screenshots and see if there's anything funny in there. There's a lot of you guys from ACNH days. A lot of you guys. It's sad because you can't, like, I don't think you can title them anything, so I don't know exactly who's who other than the mods for the most part anymore. But, like, I also took pictures when I would, like, visit people or vice versa. So, too bad my friend's still rusty to this day. It takes a little bit of getting used to. Actually, that was another thing. I was watching a Did You Know Gaming video earlier, or yesterday. And it was about N64 games, including the original Pokemon Snap. And apparently, during development, they wanted the R button, that shoulder, to be your camera button, because it'd be like you're taking an actual photo, right? Like on a physical camera. But in like playtesting or whatever, they brought in a whole lot of, like, you know, Pokemon age school age Pokemon fans. And they had trouble reaching that right trigger comfortably with their little teeny itty bitty hands. So they changed it to the A button to take pictures. Did you have a creepy basement, Brandon? Weirdly enough, I don't remember all the creepy basements anymore because there were so many. You know what I mean? I'm aware I visited them, but... Hey, Dream Moon! Thank you so very much for the 36-month resub already, jeez. Thank you. How are you doing today? I didn't think you were gonna stay in, but it was worth a try. Ow. Okay. Oh, I don't. Oh, I forgot to check, change your moves around. I don't have, like thunder wave on this one. There we go. I was gonna say Ravenclaw's like really far ahead in terms of leveling to the others, and I remember because it's a traded one. Head to the real light that sparkles as if we're made of gemstones. Interesting. Back to playing Violet again. So I'm playing along with you, trying to complete the decks. That sounds like fun. Thank you for joining me. Oh, because the picture on the wall creeped you out. I have moved it to the basement and improved the picture to full glory. I love this. Maze like one of the dolls. You enter it and noped quickly. That sounds about right. I don't remember either of these, unfortunately, anymore. But I very fully believe that I would nope out of both very quickly. That is unbelievable. Oh, get off. There we go. Is the back of my head getting covered in sand? Do you guys see how light my hair looks here? The front is fine. Weird. Oh yeah, I was getting covered. Look at it. My hair just went back to normal. That was during stream. Just can't remember what episode. Before my island got Thanos. Because of an issue with the game backups. Oh, you had like an arcade going on? Okay, back out we go. Oh, and ran into that earthworm. Oh, I forgot that you're a thing. You know what's funny? I remember this area particularly because I remember our starter evolved around here. I remember walking around with it, and it was doing its like struts in the desert. Yeah, I remember this one was psychic typing. So it's not really a good matchup for what we're trying to do, but I would just like to catch you, please. No, please stay in. Please be nice to me. The Gaga ostrich hits very hard and has a signature moves that makes it harder each time. It's like not the sort of Pokemon I go out of my way to use, but it sounds like it's probably a great one. Ow. I would like to catch you though. even if you just knocked out my baby. I'm having like a weird allergic reaction. It's annoying. There we go. You just wanted to knock out my random ape. Rude. No, why not? I guess if you really want that, you can have it. I always forget that that evolves from Flittle, too. Such a big size difference. No, it was during winter. Oh, okay. I see more things I gotta catch. Mind you, I don't have a lot of Pokeballs left. Ooh, I just got an Ultra Ball, though. I always forget that you look like a little donut noodle. Hey, look at you. Ow. This thing's level 40. I didn't notice that. Oh dear. Oh dear. Okay. Yep. Ultra Ball, please work. Okay, good. Oh, no. I am constantly having to heal you. Let's have you out in front here for a while because I know you're going to be good for the next gym. Same with you. I'm too angry to be healed. Oh, you're gonna be dying pretty soon, technically, so, I guess that is true to form. These ghastly out during the day? Is that normal? I thought they usually only came out at night. I didn't see an outbreak on the map. I should check though, that's weird. Mostly. No, there isn't an outbreak here. You guys are just hanging out. I respect it. He's just in the shade. Okay, so you were like steel fighting or something weird like that, I think? Can't remember. Is it pure fighting? Okay, do you care about dark all that much? No, it's not very effective, that's why. Okay. But you flinched and couldn't move. Good. Not good. Oh, no. Good, good. Rude. There we go. This next town we're heading up to, it's the auction area, right? I think. I remember running around there. Looking for a shiny, actually. I don't really remember much more than that. I think it was one of the starters I was trying to get. Oh. I didn't think that was gonna catch. I did not think that was gonna go through. Certainly P4 is a guaranteed Omni boost, with the only drawback being you can't withdraw it. I feel like most of the time I don't withdraw Pokemon anyway. Unless I don't know what I'm facing is. So that does sound handy. Okay, let's see. We are not where I should be. I'll come back for you at some other point. I'm not too fussed about doing those at the moment. Hey, Crystal. Apparently this desert is home to the quaking Earth Titan. Speaking of which, the ground's been shaking off and on, and making me feel a bit sick. So I'm just gonna sit down and rest a little bit before I get back to Titan hunting. That's cool. I'm not going for the Titan right now, though. Oh, wait. No, this is the right place. Okay. No, I remember this now. There's like a little downturn here. Hello. I am gonna go get some Pokeballs before we even think about catching everyone else here. Could I make a wig? Maybe. Where in the world? Well, flowers are getting battered by the sea breeze, something fierce, but you don't care. What strong, pretty little flowers. Where in the world can I find more like you? Oh, shoot, I need to get down to the market. There he goes. Okay, so I do want to do the fights and stuff on the way. But if I'm honest, I kind of want to get to the gym today. So I'm gonna skip past here and I might come back off stream or tomorrow and catch everyone or fight everyone here. Actually, out of all the Pokemon that are like furry or fluffy, which do you think would make the best wigs? Oh, you can do it. Whee! Remember this area, there can be, I think, was it Dittos in there? Grimmsnarl. Oh, true, true. Its hair is pretty much covered, or its body, sorry, is pretty much covered in hair. Zero IV speed one. Where in the world? Where in the world is my wallet? Without my wallet, I won't be able to get today's hot item. It'll be bought up by someone else. Don't worry, old man Kofu. I'll run and look for it right now. What do you want? Old man Kofu's in the middle of some super duper important ingredient buying. If you think about trying to interrupt him, then I, his best apprentice, will have to stop you. So what do you have, something super important to say to busy folks, or what? This is really important. Super important, eh? We'll see about that. Maybe a battle will shut your mouth. One more, if you ask Gita. Gita's hair does look like it's full of secrets. Oh wait, does this thing become part ice? No, I'm thinking of the wrong one. I'm thinking of the wrong one. We good. Ah, shocks the little man Kofu down. Yeah, that's the one I'm thinking of. Dang it, that backfired, and now my wallet's empty too. Hey, step right up and tell me what's all the ruckus about over here. Old man Kofu seems this kid got something to say to you. Is that now a customer here for a little walletless, moneyless me? What can I do for you? I have your wallet. My wallet? Say what now? My lobby staffer sent you out here to bring it to me? That's a huge help. Thanks for coming all this way. Guess I should apologize for my little apprentice too. Hope he didn't bother you too much. Something here at the Porto Marinata auction that we really want to get our hands on. So as you can imagine, we're both a bit worked up to find I'd forgotten my wallet. Ladies and gents, you don't want to miss this. Here comes today's last item. Feature on the main event. I have here legendary wakame seaweed of the Hoenn region. Do I have any takers? If I have to touch, I can see it's got the springy texture of seaweed chock full of nutrients. Just look at it, look how it catches the light and shines so brilliantly. Yes, it's a very nice 2D texture. Oh, and that rich, fresh aroma of something plucked straight out of the ocean. I need to get me some of that. Listen, kid, if you want to challenge me at the Casa Carafa gym, you're gonna need some smarts. This is the perfect place to test you. Get the winning bid on that seaweed for this old man. What's a winning bid? You see, here at the auction, you gotta compete with other customers for goods. Gotta be aware of how much money you have, of course, but the person who bids the highest price gets to buy whatever's on sale. There you are. Fighting funds for the auction. Be smart with it and win this old man that seaweed. Cat Gaming, hello, how are you? I hope you've been doing good. It's going pretty good. We made a lot of progress today, I'd say. Once legendary, my seaweed will start bidding at 10,000. Is there a certain strat for this, friends? I don't know if I should just like don't bid and then swoop in at the end. Or oh god, I'm out of water. Keep going low. Oh, still trying to beat Undyne. Oh, don't bid? I'm following your guys' advice. I can't not bid again. Oh, there we go. It was like half my monies. Amazing, but let's grow up bitter. It's a shame with your bidding skills. Thank you for winning that seaweed for this old man. I'll be taking it now if you don't mind. Seaweed's a great catch. Be feeling low as the seabed if I'd failed to get my hands on it. Is any of that money I gave you left? Feel free to keep it as a tip. You can even use it to try your hand at the auction again if you like. I didn't see how much he gave me, but I don't think it was that much. Alrighty. I thought the gym test was just handing him his wallet. I feel lied to. Soup in with 35. They think it's a lot. Oh, really? I knew that there was some way to do that. Did he give you 50k? Okay, that isn't so bad then. Get started with the genocide route, but I'll try my best. When I went through Undertale, I've only gone through it the once. I didn't have any sort of guide or anything because I heard that's like the way I was apparently meant to do it. And yeah, I remember Undyne being pretty tricky. Did I heal? I did. Okay. Oh, you know what? Actually, I'm gonna buy Pokeballs because I'll forget. Ooh, hiccup. Sorry, I'll forget later. Okay, do I have an elevator? Oh, I do. Nice. Attached to all the characters and will cry. The others that despite it being one of my favorite games, I'm not very good at it. I actually saw recently it's on PlayStation Plus, and I did re-download it. At some point I'm gonna go through it again, probably with a guide. Oh, Rika's here. Sorry. Sorry. We're looking respectfully, chat, okay? Very respectfully. Spray me all you want, I need it. You appear to be progressing well in your gym circuit. Oh, what's this now? Is this that kid I've been hearing so much about? I didn't know I had a type until until Rika came on screen, and then suddenly a lot of things started to make sense. Rodanky, we'll see you later. Hey kiddo, I heard you're like way too good at battling, yeah? Yeah, I'm pretty decent-ish. We got some spirit, big shot. This young lady would be Rika. That's me, Rika, here at your service. I know I'm pretty, but no need to get intimidated or anything. Oh my goodness me, I'm intimidated as heck. She's a little... I don't know this word. But like myself, she's a member of the Elite Four. What? I wasn't trying to be funny. Anyway, tell you something, kiddo. You look fun. Like, interesting at a glance, anyway. Actually, she is one of our Academy's esteemed students. Oh, yeah, that checks out. But the battles you'll face at these gyms really ratchet up the further you go. Indeed, your average trainer abandons the challenge at roughly this very point. But not you, right, kiddo? See, when you hit the champion assessment, you show these gyms what you've got. Best of fortunes to you. So, we're getting a couple new anime. We're getting, like, the new mainline anime with the new characters, aka not Ash. And then there's also that Paldea anime following the kids at school. Do y'all think Rika's gonna be in either of those? Because, like, low-key, I'll watch for that. Very forward-fitting pants. I'm not looking respectfully in the slightest. Suspenders would look better on the floor. I'll see myself out now. I'm glad I'm not the only one. God, a lot of things suddenly made a lot of sense for me when I saw Rika, and it reminded me of a certain Sailor Scout, and I can never remember which one they are. But oh, I have a type. Crystal, I heard you reunited Kofu with his wallet. Can't thank you enough. This is a little irregular, but please consider your gym test passed. What do you think the gym test is regularly, by the way? Because we did a weird one here. It might be Uranus? Let me see. Oh, she's with Neptune? Yeah, that's the one. Oh, I remember that from being a kid. Yeah, I have a type, apparently. I have a type, and we're here for it. Man, Kofu, play with us, come on! Be honored if you would try a new item from my restaurant's menu as well. Sorry, everybody, I've got some business to take care of as a gym leader, real quick, like. I'm keeping someone waiting, you see. Please forgive me, I need to do this first. Okay. Hey, step right up. I've been waiting for you. Wait, I've been waiting for you. Thanks for helping over in Porto Marinada. You did a mighty fine job. I got all the generic seaweed. I can make some real quality dishes with it. But I don't expect me to go easy on you in our battle here. At the auction, we battle with buying and selling. At my gym, we battle in a more traditional sense. Moves and tactics ever changing as the regions see. I'm gonna serve you a full course of water-type Pokemon. Don't try to eat them, though. Yep. Fish Pokemon are friends, not food. Yeah, another gym in the nighttime. We just always hit him at night for some reason. Boomingly loud voice. Yeah, I can hear that. It's cute how a lot of them are friendly with him. Is this thing part... What? Bear with me. You're psychic water. Okay, I was worried about, for some reason, steel, just with the look of you, but that's fine. I can deal with that. Sheds off part of its flesh for people to nom on all the time. I really don't know how I feel about that. I don't like this. I forgot what you evolve into. Ow. Yeah, let me hit. Would you stop making me flinch? Oh my god! Okay! Rude. Finally! Yeah! That took 5 years. Last but not least, I think you had 3. Oh, there's an item behind that trainer or that person back here. And now that's all I can stare at. Oh, wait. That was the part ice type, wasn't it? Weren't we just talking about this one? Oh, yes you are. Okay, I see you. Come here. Oh, true, it'll be pure water anyway. Right. It still might use an ice type move though. So. Send out my little pink baby. You know what? Join you. I got a light bulb on my head. That makes me better. Oh, I was hoping to one-shot it. Aha, nice. Window open because it's nice and cool out. Link push at a whole corner of the screen. Trying to eat toads? Oh no. That would make me anxious, so you definitely don't want them going out. Sneaking through a screen or anything like that. Toads don't taste good, but he won't listen to me. He's like, nah, they look like they're yummy. Bosses. As refreshing as the air at the morning market. Just like a helpless little magic carp to you, flopping all around, or around all willy-nilly. You got me good, I tell you, what a great catch you are. Just like a master fisher, you held on tight to the last second and reeled in victory. Now it's time to get time to hand over a gym badge to you. Let's get a real good photo together using a pose I've been wanting to try out for a while now. He's so cute. I love him. He just seems like a really fun kind of like grandpa character. Also, I'm sorry, this still is not, it's meant to go away after a while. Level 40, a little easier to catch. Cool. Chilling water. Alright, it's about time I headed back to my restaurant and got to prepping for the next wave. You come back to see me again now, you hear? Yep. There we go. Oh, I want to see Rika again. Oh, Crystal, hi. God, you just finished up in here, huh? Nice work. That puts you to 4 badges in now, right? Man, that's awesome. Can't believe you're halfway through your gym journey already. Your efforts are bearing so much fruit so quickly. Makes me want to challenge you to a battle right here, right now. But I'm gonna have to wait. So I put together my team of Pokemon specifically to take on the gym leader. Dang it. When I battle you, I want to do it under the best possible conditions, which means this time I've got to ask for a rain check. Oh, this is the worst timing ever. Sorry, Crystal. Forgive me. And there she goes. Totally not following us. Definitely would never do that. Definitely crazy chick vibes. Absolutely. Okay. It's a list of TMs. Do we have any new classes? No? It's not saying we do. I feel like we usually get them after we do a gym, but maybe not. Maybe not all gyms. What gym are we at? That was the water gym. Yeah. So our next moves here is we're actually gonna go do the Poison Team Star base with the really actually attractive kid when he takes his mask off. I remember that being kind of funny. I remember chat just blowing up when we got to that point. And then after that, we're gonna go see Larry with the normal type gym. Thankfully not, although she's threatening a battle every 5 minutes, it feels like. And then after that, we're gonna do actually 2 gyms back to back. We're doing normal gym and then Ghost. Oh god, is it Ghost or Ice? Ghost. Ghost, I remember her. Larry. That would be 12. 13 is the desert Titan that we passed by earlier. There is a psychic gym. The psychic gym is 14, so that'd be after that Titan. Following this map here. Which, by the way, on the off chance. Oh. That's the link, just copy and paste it. You can't click on it because the bot's like, no, but he's gonna hate me once DLC drops because I'm gonna constantly call Larry over to Blueberry to hang out with him. If I can hang out with Rika, we know what I'll be doing. We know where I'll be. Okay, let's take a look here. So this is our next proper location, but I'm gonna hang around here for a minute. Oh, the psychic one is beautiful, yeah. I liked the psychic type, like the lead up to the gym. I think that's the town that has like the old Gen 1 Pokemon sprite pictures on it. I thought that was kind of a nice little callback. Rika is one letter away from being able to sniff darkness. Oh, jeez. Hi. I landed on top of you. I'm sorry. Jeez, okay. What this? 3-star. Is that normal? Is that the normal symbol? I think it might be. Normal giraffe rig. Okay. Oh, no, I don't think I got friends online right now. Oh, God. I'm sorry. There we go. See if anyone wants to join in. I've been so surprised that people actually do join in for the lower level ones again. Okay. Maybe people won't join in. Oh, no, there we go. Normal is a deceptive type for a psychic Pokemon. True. And if it hits me with a psychic move, that kind of sucks. Isn't that a ghost? Is that thing Ghost Dragon that Pokemon Nia just brought in? Ghost Dragon, yeah, I thought so. I think Ollie's starting to wake up. More fair made than a Hatterene with normal terror typing. Are you gonna try to join? Feel free. Like, if you're online and you ever want to do raids, like, let me know and we can do those. But, like, I figure more people in here are going to be high level and they're not going to want to do the baby raids, so that's why I was kind of holding off on mentioning it. Nope, someone else got in. I forgot that you can change your picture. Sorry about that, Brandon. Love the baby raids at high levels. It makes you feel powerful. Trying to join. Just restarted Violet a few days ago. Oh, couldn't find it? Absolutely. Like, if you guys ever see me doing a raid and you want to join in, just pipe up in chat. I totally don't mind. I'd rather play with you guys than with random people, right? I feel very unimpressive here. No offense, Primate. We love you, but I just don't feel like I'm meant to be here. Ow. Hair's finally clean, yes. Oh, it's okay. It's done. But shopping could probably help, I think. Yeah, you know. Look at all the budget. Oh man, where's the lie? There we go. I figured I may as well use it to catch Pokemon I haven't caught yet. Oh dear, I hear you, buddy. I don't think it's picking up on the mic, but Ollie is starting to kick up a bit of a temper tantrum. He's like, I've been in here too long. I want to go out. I just don't want you disappearing down an air duct, buddy. There we go. That lag, though, in that area is real. Alright, friends, in the interest of making sure Ollie does not panic and take out the green screen, I'm gonna bounce. Tomorrow, we're not playing Pokemon. It's whatever Wednesday, it's whatever we feel like. I've been in a really big Paldea mood, so chances are I will be streaming Paldea tomorrow. If you guys want to come on by, come join me, come play together, that's cool. I'd love to do that. I don't know if it'll be a full stream of Paldea or if we'll be doing a bit of both. Of like Paldea and something else, I don't know, we'll see. But in the meantime, thank you so much for being here. I do appreciate it. I'm gonna see if there's anyone online who we can drop a little raid on. Thank you, Vanessa. I appreciate that. I hope you enjoyed your lurk. And you as well, Ashley. Let's go hang out with Rosie. She is playing Tales of Symphonia. Speaking of the question of the day, that is a game that I want to play that I haven't gotten around to yet. So, come on by, come say hi to Rosie. Have an awesome rest of your day. If I see you tomorrow, I'll see you later. If I don't, I'll see you another time. Have an awesome one. And see you all later.